doing a review on the Urban Decay Naked Palette and the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary Palette. Now both of these palettes are very popular and very hard to find. I found both of these at Ulta. The Naked palette was $48 and the Urban Decay palette was $55. So they're around the same price range and they're both really hard to find, and I absolutely love each of them. But in this video I'm going to be doing a review on the pros of each one, the cons of each one, and at the very end I'm going to tell you which one that I prefer if I could only choose one of these palettes. So starting off with the Urban Decay Naked palette, I know that you have probably heard many people talk about this palette. I got this in March of last year and I've already hit pan on the Sin color and the Sidecar color, and I also use this, I think it's called, Half Baked color a lot too. And recently I've been loving these Buck and Naked colors as well. This is just a very versatile palette. It's great for like filling in your eyebrows and just a great everyday makeup palette. This palette is great to wear on an everyday basis. However, I don't really use this palette when I go to class or when I run errands because I mentioned before in my videos that I like to save my higher end, more expensive makeup for like a special occasion. I don't know, maybe a lunch with a friend or going shopping with some of my girlfriends. Like, I don't really like to use this high-end palette when I just go to class and I wake up early in the morning. I use more of my drugstore products for those because I am a huge fan of drugstore products, but these are like my higher end special treat type of palettes that I like to use. So this Urban Decay palette is just great if you want a very neutral, basic look, but it's also nice if you want to do a more dramatic smoky eyes, or you want to use this for nighttime. I really cannot think of anything that's like bad about this palette except maybe the fallout that it has. When I take this when I travel, always when I travel, I just bring this palette. But I do have to put this palette in like a Ziploc bag because it does have fallout that will occur and it might like get your things, have like that dusty eyeshadow on. So that is like one of the downsides of this palette. The packaging is very basic, it's easy to access, and I really like this product except for the fallout that it has. Now moving on to the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary palette. I'm going to link a video in the down bar below of when I found this palette at Ulta. I was at Ulta with my best friend, we were shopping around, and I wasn't expecting to see this because I knew it was so hard to find, and it was just like standing there glowing, and I got so excited. It's kind of a funny, silly video, but I'm going to link it in the down bar below of how happy I was when I finally got a hold of this. Now this packaging is just gorgeous. It reminds me of a jewelry box. This velvety box that came with it I use as like a jewelry box. I sometimes put some earrings in here, some odds and ends, so I don't really attach this with the box of the eyeshadows. I use this for another purpose. So when it comes to the actual jewelry box, the eyeshadow packaging, it has some rhinestones on the front, and you open it up and you get these beautiful 15 colors that are specifically for this palette. Now these are brand new, they've never been out before, and they're all in this palette. These are very like vibrant colors. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. I have the purple Omen all over the lid, deep end in the crease, Evidence in the outer corner, and then I use vanilla as a highlight. And these colors are just great for a special occasion, for Halloween, for going out to the bars, if you're just having like a fun night out when you really want to get dressed up. I would definitely recommend using this product. I really like using this blackout color as setting my eyeliner too. These colors are just wonderful. I highly recommend them. They're extremely pigmented. Like going from my drugstore palettes to using this palette, I can definitely tell the pigmentation difference. Like it was funny, I dipped my eyeshadow brush in that purple to put it all over my lid, and I actually got too much because I'm used to like the drugstore palettes not being as pigmented, so I really have to cake on the color. With this, you just need a very like tiny bit of color and it goes a really long way. So you end up wasting like less product in the long run because you just need a little bit, whereas drugstore products you need more eyeshadow and to use more color. I guess the complaint that I have with this product is that although it's beautiful, I have like made indents in both of these bottom shadows, Chase and Half Truth, because when I close this box, like the corner of this box kind of like dipped into this eyeshadow, so that's kind of unfortunate. And another thing about this packaging is although it's gorgeous, I feel like it's less practical than the Urban Decay Naked palette because this top can easily fall off. Like it's not on here very sturdy, so if you want to use this for traveling or something, like you might have to put a rubber band around it to make sure it doesn't fall off, and this you just would need to put it in a plastic bag. Now for the moment that you have all been waiting for, which one do I prefer? Now honestly, although I love both products, if I could only choose one, I had to eliminate one from my collection, I would definitely choose the Urban Decay Naked palette. It's just very classic, very simple, and I feel like it's great for an everyday basis or for a going out basis. Like you can really make the Naked palette dramatic, where it's kind of hard to make this Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette neutral. So I feel like the Naked palette is more versatile, like more you can do every day or night, where the Urban Decay palette is more just like a nighttime look. And also I've never had experience with these colors before, but their Coastal Scents 88 Shimmer palette is a great dupe for this Urban Decay Naked palette. So if you want to use like a cheaper option with a lot of vibrant colors, you can check that out, where this Urban Decay palette was pretty pricey. And I still plan to use both of these palettes. I really, really like this. I'm definitely going to use this palette on Halloween because I want to use like that bright pink. Like this pink is beautiful. Like, oh! Hope that these reviews were helpful. If you guys have any questions about either of these products, let me know in a comment below. I really, really like Urban Decay's eyeshadow. I really like buying palettes instead of individual eyeshadows because in the long run it's cheaper and you can just have like one palette that can do so many different looks. So again, if you have any questions, let me know in a comment below. Thank you very much for checking out my channel. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!